I've done all of Brighton.
Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm your host, Andrew Isles, and I think this is episode 3 now we're up to. There you go, moving along. Hope we're all well, hope we're looking after each other and stuff. What's been happening since the last time we spoke? I had a little bit of a scare, which is seems to be a running thing with this show, I suppose. I got really sick for a couple of days, bedridden, if you will. I thought it might have been COVID, because it was a cough, it was a sore throat, it was high fevers. Got tested, and within just a little over, I think just out of 24 hours, I got the results back, and I was in the clear. It was good, but I was still sick, nonetheless. Stayed in bed for 4 or so days, got better, got back on the bandwagon, and here we are. So, alive and kicking still, and wanted to get back into the movies as soon as possible, as soon as I could, as soon as I was better. And the one we're going to talk about today is the first film I saw back after that little bit of sickness, and it was Buddy Games. After a falling out, 6 lifelong friends reunite to play the Buddy Games, an insane competition filled with absurd physical and mental challenges. Now, all bets are off as the determined pals fight, claw, and party for the chance to win $150,000 dues. Yep, that's the synopsis for Buddy Games on the interwebs. And I tell you what, I had never heard anything about this film at all going into it. I saw a poster of it a day or two ago, and considering the cast that was on the poster, I thought, that looks like a horrible piece of shit, fucking sign me up. And here we are, we're here to talk about it. So, like I said, the poster had a bunch of those actors that we've seen in a lot of these so funny and gross out, we'll keep doing it until it fucking hurts, one of those type of films. Like Office Christmas Party or Role Models or pretty much anything that Adam Sandler likes to shit out every once in a while. But yes, looking at the cast, it stars Joey Drama from Entourage. He's a doctor, but he's a bad one, according to the dialogue, and I think he has all of about 10 fucking lines in the whole film. We have Discount Josh Gad, who is our antagonist of the story, so all the comedic things and the gross out stuff that happens in the film is usually revolved around him in one form or another. We've got Dax Shepard, who his character is a wannabe actor trying to make it in Hollywood, so they lay out all the cliches of being a fucking loser artist in Hollywood. I don't even have to elaborate on what that means. You know exactly what it means. You've seen it once, you've seen it again. Of course, we've got Olivia Munn starring in this. I think she's contractually obligated to do films like this. Pretty sure when Hollywood puts one of these films, these comedy films in production, a fucking bat symbol goes out into the sky and Olivia Munn has to run to it. So, there she goes. She's in this for a little bit, not for much. And of course, we've got the bloke from Transformers as the kind of pseudo-star of this film. I think he's the second lead. And it's also his directorial debut. That's right, he directs this film. There it is. Like I said, the synopsis before, you heard that. But really what it's all about is a bunch of mates who used to enjoy going to a cabin in the middle of the woods, like they used to bro out, they used to rub balls in each other's faces, they chug beer and yell with their arms in the air, just like they scored the winning goal in a film, or how an AFL player reacts after sexual assault. It's a bro film. It's an absolute bro film. Long story short, one of the guys in the crew, he loses his balls in an accident caused by Discount Josh Gad, which is the point of contention throughout the film. And he goes down a hole of self-pity for 5 years and then ends up on suicide watch. This is a comedy. I think the reason he ended up on suicide watch is because he saw that this film was distributed by Saban, which is the company who is infamous and brought us the Power Rangers. And also the production company behind this movie is actually WWE. That's right, the wrestling entertainment. They're known for bringing us that family-friendly fun on the TV. Daddy just wants to watch his wrestling. Transformer dude is the leader, and his nickname in this is, his name's Bob in the film, but he's known as the Bob Father, because of course he fucking is. And he has problems too. He's rich, He's got a mansion, he's dating Olivia Munn, and he's got a helicopter. But because of 2 lines of dialogue, he says that his business isn't doing so well. So I suppose that's character development for you. Even though he foots $150,000 prize money for anyone who wins these buddy games at the end of it. So he's doing it tough. Good old, what's his name? Transformer dude, Josh Duhamel, who gives a shit? He's from Transformers. That's what I know him from. As I said, he's got a mansion. He's dating Olivia Munn and stuff. He's got a helicopter, and a pad, which actually Olivia Munn flies the helicopter away after they had a spat, a little bit of a lover's tiff and an argument. So, don't know where she learned to fly a fucking helicopter, but somebody tell Bill Burr, what's he bitching about? They're really easy to fly. If Olivia Munn can do it, anyone can do it. But the reason Olivia Munn leaves in a huff is because she wants to start a family with Josh Duhamel, whatever his name is. She wants to start a family with him, and she wants a vacation with him, but he postpones the vacation because he wants to go help his suicidal mate out of a rut. You know, what mates do. And she cracks the shits. Now, that sounds like a fucking sociopath to me. And Olivia Munn seems like a really lovely person. And I'm really over these type of films. They write girlfriends and wives like that, like fucking psychopaths. Like, because 20 minutes, half an hour before all this leading up to that argument, she seems like a pretty cool chick. She seems pretty laid back. I mean, it's Olivia Munn playing Olivia Munn. She seems all right. But all of a sudden, she has this spat out of fucking nowhere. The character has never done that previously, but here she is having a go. It's like, I want a vacation. Even though he's postponing it to go take his mate who was on suicide watch to give him a bit of, college glory, I suppose, to do their buddy games. A bit of a, like boys trip, what they used to do. So that's a good mate, that's a top bloke, and she sounds like a psychopath. Now, I've never met one of these people, so that's why I think this character's bullshit. How they always write these girlfriend and wife characters to be fucking psychopaths. I've never met a girl like that or a woman like that. I'm sure they must exist, they're out there, but I suppose I keep really good company. But I'm getting a bit over them writing characters like this. It's just fucking annoying, and like, it came out of nowhere. If one of my mates was dating a girl like that, and say another one of our mates was, trying to kill himself, God forbid, and we had to take him away to a cabin for a boys' trip to chug a few beers, talk shit out, talk about your problems and like relive some glory days, and this girlfriend cracked the shits, I'd be like, fucking run, mate. She has no soul. But I've never met anyone like that, so I think, I'm just from experience, I'm calling bullshit, and I'm a bit sick of, Hollywood making characters like that. This time around, I'm drinking wine, because I feel like some brain cells died while watching this film, so I'm going to kill some more brain cells, but in a classy fucking way. Cheers. Ooh, spicy Shiraz. But, I also forgot to mention that there is obviously in the group of guy friends, there's obviously the closet homosexual character, because it's a bro film after all. Honest to God, it was so fucking heavy-handed, I think I bloody could fall into a coma after that. It's a shit joke, whatever, move on. But yeah, they're constantly doing it in these films. Like they all wear war paint at one point. He wears pink. Of course he does. There's a point in the film where there's a corn dog eating competition, and of course, he downs it like a champ in one fail swoop. He deep throats that thing, and they all look at him like, that's weird. Why does he know how to do that? Oh, the homo vibes are strong with this one. It's like, fucking really? And then, of course, later on, in one of those gross out moments, one of the boys pulls a prank on all the other ones by putting semen in a bunch of cocktails that they all have to drink. And of course, this closet homosexual character loves the taste. Like, fucking really, are we still doing this? It's not the fucking 80s Hollywood, okay? This is not American Pie. I mean, who wrote the script to this? Fucking Adam Sandler? It's just lazy. Like, why can't you have a gay friend amongst all your straight ones? I've got heaps of them. Like, it's so stupid that they have to be all, so bro-y, and then they just insert this closet homosexual character, who, at the end of the film, in like a little quick snippet, sort of comes out of the closet to Joey Drama, and then it's just like, of course. He's like, well, I knew that. We all knew that. It's like, fuck, are we still doing this? It's just annoying. It's annoying. Okay? It's 2020. It was 2021. What the fuck? Just stop it, all right? Just fucking stop it. They can all be straight. He can be gay, and it's fucking fine, all right? It's fine. Stop it. There's a funny thing happened in the cinema while I was watching this movie. No word of lie. About 20 minutes left of the film, the power in the cinema went out. Completely kaput. The sound sort of came back on and off, and we missed about 5 minutes of the film, I think just before the climax, and then the film came back on. Didn't make a fucking difference. I knew exactly what was going on. I kind of picked it. All of a sudden, Olivia Munn rocked up. We're like, fuck, she's here again. Cool, we must be wrapping things up because here she is. And it was like, didn't make any difference to the film. I don't think that's any surprise to anyone. But fucking, you know what. But yeah, in the climax, Olivia Munn runs up to Transformers dude, and she proposes to him. She saw, like, the time away from him, she realizes she really, really loved him, or she needed him, or whatever the fuck was going on. Really tuned out by that point. And she gives him the ring, goes, oh, do you want to get married and stuff? And he turns her down. He's like, no, like, bros before hoes, bad boy for life, I want to be with my mates. And she cracks the shits and physically beats him. Oh yeah, that's right. She kicks him and she punches him, and everyone's like, oh my God, in the scene. She's physically beaten him. I hope Johnny Depp hasn't seen this fucking film, because he's going to be pretty bloody triggered. It's physical abuse. It's fucked. It's like, it's funny. She's kicking and punching him because of feminism. It's fucking dumb. That is physical abuse. It's not funny. It's stupid. It's fucking wrong. You know, I hated every second of it. I was like, why is she beating him? Okay, especially in this day and age. But anyway, whatever. It's a shit little film. Who cares? At the end, Adam Sandler, mate, wins. And before the credits, his suicidal friend, they sort of make up with each other. He gets him some prosthetic testicles, and they discover the power of friendship, and they rekindle their matehood. That's it. That's a fucking film. You could probably guess that just by looking at the poster, but that's it. That's the movie. It's weird because the film was, I looked it up, the film was made in 2019, and it was debuted at a festival somewhere. I didn't look it up because I couldn't give a fuck. And it didn't take till now to be released. And this was 2019, it was before COVID. You know, I don't know, I think it was November 2019, so I think there were some murmurs at that point about it. But anyway, it took this long to get it out. Even on a streaming service. This is a fucking streaming service movie, okay? It's not high art. It's silly. But, of course, Saban came in and saved the day, bought the film, I assume at the festival, and gave us this absolute gold. So, it's a weird film. Pardon me. It's trying to have a bit of heart, okay? They've got their suicidal friend. They go on a trip away to rekindle lust for life, I suppose, and their youth by playing these buddy games. It's a noble idea. But the big chill, this is not, okay, which is, I think, the epitome of those type of films. But also, it's not complete gross-out humour either. It's kind of towing the line between the two. It's not like fucking Grown Ups or Grown Ups 2, which is the lowest common denominator, an absolute piece of shit. It's neither. It's sort of in the middle and a very much meh. Like, they should pick a side, go one lane or the other. And I don't know if that's the director, Transformer dude's fault, or WWE's input with the production company. I don't know. And by the way, Sheamus, the wrestler, makes a special appearance in this, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the best actors in it, so that says something about the film. But, yeah, it's a bit of nothing. It's like, if I had to rate it, it would be like a 1.5 star, I suppose, I guess. Like, because I did legit laugh in some moments here and there. There were some legit funny moments. There were some gross-out moments that I wasn't too keen on. But there were some legit funny moments, maybe 3, which is not all bad. That's pretty good. But, yeah, 1.5, 2 stars. I don't know, get high, get pissed, watch it with your mates. It's not all bad, but it's not all great either. Do with it what you will. And, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to wrap it up there for that review. That's, what the fuck was it called? Buddy Games. That's it, Buddy Games. So there you go. Anyway, moving on to recommendations. Have a sip of my delicious wine. What do I recommend at the end of this episode? Oh, I'll tell you what I fucking definitely recommend, and it's only because going to the cinema on the way back, in your car, slow the fuck down. Honestly, we've been locked up for fucking 8 months. There's been a heap of horrific wrecks recently, or around my area anyway. Slow the fuck down and stop fucking tailgating. I couldn't recommend that enough. If you're one of these pricks that I see in my rearview mirror who fucking speed right up behind me, I tell you what, I'm going to slow down even more because I'm a fucking arsehole and I'll teach you a lesson. You know, I hate it. Stop speeding everywhere. I nearly got T-boned 4 times on the drive to the cinema and back. No word of a lie. I really did. Most of the time, I'm riding the fucking brake just so I can hit it as quickly as possible. Just a recommendation, slow down, guys. If you're 5-10 minutes late, so be it. At least you arrived there alive, okay? It's so fucking stupid. Where you gotta be? If you gotta be at work, then you're gonna be late, aren't you? So what? So what? Like, it's just the way it is. I'm sure it's better getting there late than fucking not at all. Tell your boss, I don't know, leave a bit early, which is I do, and of course, traffic gets in the way, but it's just life, isn't it? We're out of lockdown, everyone's going places, they've got somewhere to be, so just fucking be careful. That's my recommendation. Slow the fuck down. Another rant there, but Dad's angry. All right, sick of it. Anyway, that's it. That's it for episode 3. Short and sweet. Let's wrap this thing up because I'm about to have a coughing fit. Because although I am better, I've still got that tickle at the back of my throat. So I love you all. Thank you all for sticking around and watching episode 3. Again, write down below in the comments if you've seen Buddy Games or what is your favourite gross out comedy. You know, there's a fucking heap of them out there. What's your favourite? Or I want your opinions on this movie, Buddy Games, if you have seen it as well. So, like, subscribe, all that rubbish. Love you all, and stay spooky, kids.